Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at a best of 3 series of professional StarCraft 2. Starting off the beautiful series on the map Oceanborn. The blue Protoss player here in the upper left corner is going to be NightMare. And the opposing force, the Terran, here in the bottom right, the dream team for sure. It is Bunny. Dream to Nightmare, get it? Probe already here? What? Bunny versus Nightmare. Get excited. Terran versus Protoss. Protoss versus Terran, of course. I saw that probe leave right away, right as Nightmare got into the game, sent that probe out. And this is what it was for. Shenanigans, violence, even brutality against the SCVs. I was hoping it might have been for a proxy or some sort of shenanigan, but I suppose just going after the SCVs is rude enough. Not going to stop the construction of that barracks though, Nightmare. Very careful with this probe. Not taking any hull damage, just being as rude and annoying as possible. Is Nightmare gonna really take this gamble though? It's a Reaper coming out, which means if the probe is caught, if the probe is spotted by that Reaper, it's as good as gone. On the other side, things are looking despicably normal. Oh, both players really just tried and true textbook openers. I think I have a brief moment to say then. How are you today, beautiful viewer? I hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing well. Nothing gone wrong today, no issues, no cataclysms to deal with. It's the best we can really hope for in today's world, isn't it? The Reaper makes its way into the main base here and starts trading violence for violence. Revenge for the SCVs. Where'd that probe go? What are you doing, Nightmare? Really? Just checking around, making sure Bunny's not up to no good. Was Bunny up to no good this day? I don't recall this. I don't remember this. The Reaper certainly being annoying. See a sentry follow-up, just a 1-gate. Expand here. Council. Twilight Council is the choice, the tech choice for the Protoss. Oh, it's you. The Cyclone. Out for the Terran. Of course, not needing a tech lab, despite getting... Oh, really? Drilling Claws. This is a Drilling Claws mine drop? Like, okay, you have mine drop? Fine. Totally fine. Understandable. Great play. You have armory mine drop. Just one step further. You get the armory before the drop. Fine. Great. Makes it all the more annoying, especially up against a severe lack of robos. There's no detection. No Stargate, no robo. Armory mine drop would be devastating. Bunny says, but wait, I'm gonna take this one step further and get Drilling Claws. And what does that do? That makes the burrowing so much faster, guys. The Widow Mine's almost guaranteed to get some damage, some better damage done. They're kind of always guaranteed. The issue you run into is Blink. If the Stalker micro's fine, you could actually get nothing. But usually, you'll see one probe exchanged for a Widow Mine. Drilling Claws, however, makes this quite a bit quicker. Let's see. What's the damage, Bunny? 8 probes quickly gone. The medevac lost? Yeah, the medevac was lost. So the stalkers went after the medevac and actually got it. Way to go. But now we have this issue. These mines are cloaked. The robo is only halfway done. The stalkers, Blink is about to finish up, but are the stalkers going to be the target? Oh, NightMare knows the timing. Those mines finish up, they recharge right away. Here we go. Oh, he's going to try it. Blink. Blink. Perfectly done. Buying himself just a bit more time. Get those probes back to mining. The observer's going to come out here. How's Bunny using the time gained? More Widow Mines. That went very well with only 2. What if I get even more while all this is going on? NightMare is going to see it in time, though. Only lose a couple of probes. The observer does come out here. So, how about handling 4, though? Yeah. Oh, what are the total probe losses? So it's been 10 probe kills in total so far. Oh, funny. Dropping them away. Mines are here. One of them's not too sure what to do with itself. One of them burrowing on the ramp, though. 6 more probes. Oh, where'd the observer go? Observer wasn't picked off, but there was just another one coming out of the robo, so they will be cleaned up even easier now. Less probes dying with each time, it seems. Total of 16, though. Look at the worker count. That says it all. 47 probes to 50 SCVs. That is one happy Terran, ladies and gents. Mules make it all the more dangerous. The Protoss has been slowed down. The Widow Mines were effective. And Bunny says, "Por qué no los cuatros?" Let's have more. Yes. Bring them on. The stalkers are out on the map, though. They might actually catch this. Where is the observer? Oh, the observer was over here. May not see it. NightMare with this game sense, though. What are you doing? Really? Oh, he's hungry for it. Oh, just barely sees it, and that is all NightMare needs to catch it before anything even drops out. Very nice. Looks like losing the observer, though. Yep. Observer was picked off, so Bunny fighting back, punching with that. Gets rid of that vision for NightMare. Storm is about halfway done. There's no ghosts. I like the cyclone. The one cyclone. Very well. There's no concussive on these Marauders either. Combat shield's about to finish up. The Widow Mines here to help out, offer their support. Hopefully that's all they offer, not too much friendly fire. Let's see. NightMare certainly got a decent amount of army. Storm in 3 seconds. I'm not even sure how much energy the Templar have. It looks like enough for 2, maybe 3 storms. Guardian Shield activated a little early. The first storm is a complete dud. Ouch. Bit of a panic move, perhaps. Bunny setting up just outside that choke point. A great arc. Solid position. I can agree not wanting to go in there as the Protoss. I think you want to just take a step back. Get some more splash damage. Have a robo, right? Where's my Colossi? Where's my Disruptors? Blinking towards the Widow Mine. Not usually an advisable strategy. But it could work. We'll get there. NightMare may actually be feeling a little up against the clock here. This attack feels rushed. Like Bunny's already pre-spread here. The Templars slow walking their way down those stairs. Bunny's gonna react, respond, scans, and says, "Really? This is what you're coming after me with? Okay." The Widow Mine's activating all across the board. It feels like there's way too much Terran. I can't even get this all on one camera shot here. The Stalker's a very bad blink forward. Oh no. NightMare throwing away a few of the Stalkers. Bunny gonna pounce on that advantage. One group stimming forward will be able to secure the ramp. The Storm is decent, but it also hurts the charge lots. Archon, another solid Storm. Archon unfortunately caught out front, will survive, albeit barely. Group number 2 from the bottom side. Oh, a solid EMP got rid of that Storm. Immediate morph into Archons, but I think this is just way too much Terran. Bunny, taking advantage of all the Widowmine damage, is just gonna swing with the macro hammer. A great arc again, stemming forward. There's not even a battery really up front here. Overcharge used at the natural, which is just going to have Bunny shift over to the third base. Marauders able to keep the army away. Some charge lots connect from the other side. The Archon barely making it out of there. Overcharge wears out. The singular pylon gets rid of most of that power. The third Nexus was destroyed, 17 probes have gone down, and Bunny completely dominant in the natural base. Stimming, kiting forward, getting the damage done is going to completely crush map number 1. Oh my word. It's been a while since I've seen a Drilling Claws opener. That hurt right in the Protoss. Oof. Well, with that note, onwards to map number 2. For map number 2, we find ourselves on Solaris. The Protoss player, of course, here in the bottom left corner with the blue probes. Can he survive? Can he take a map away? It will be NightMare. And the red Terran here in the upper right, showing a very strong, aggressive opener and netting quite a win in map number 1. It is Bunny. I thought I had time for an intro before you got here. Angry probe. Pulled off the line right away. I'm not even sure it got close to the minerals before NightMare sent it out. NightMare, of course, wanting to get some scouting, wanting to be annoying here. If the Terran player slips up, they lose an SCV, which, while not game-ending, not catastrophic, is more of a mental play. So, you as the player, you are dealing with this probe and you come back to the screen suddenly. Oh, SCV's destroyed. It hurts. It makes you angry. And when you're angry, you make bad decisions. Riskier plays. Like a gateway on the other side of the map. So NightMare is actually wanting to do something a bit more aggressive this play, perhaps, recognizing that Bunny got a lot of damage done. Bunny got ahead in that early game and was able to close the match out rather confidently. This time with a lack of, I was gonna say a lack of Reaper. He's actually just getting the Reaper second. Okay. Marine first opener then, I would say. So Bunny's not going to have the same level of scouting as quickly as in the previous match. So this double stalker play here may prove to be rather deadly. The Zealot going through those speed zones makes his way to the other side of the map here. Stalker's almost complete. Ooh. NightMare reveals the Zealot. The Stalker now gonna also show itself, and Bunny knows what is happening at this point. It's a proxy gate, a max pack style aggressive opener. Boys are bold, trying to get a surround, gonna catch the Zealot and the probe at the same time. The bunker also looks like it will complete. It's up to the Stalkers now. Doing some kiting, picking off some SCVs. 5 in total so far, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Warp gate's on the way, Nexus behind this. NightMare is not all in, of course. Wanting to actually get some probes behind this as well. This is just to cause a stalker-shaped fire in the Terran's natural. NightMare wants Bunny to panic, wants Bunny to have to make army units that Bunny would not normally be making at this time. The Reaper. The Reaper comes out just to be annoying, just to be rude. Okay. Twilight Council, the choice again. This time that extra gate already done. Cyclone comes out in its early game supremacy state, is actually going to get 2 of the stalkers here and find where the proxy gate is. A marvelous bit of information to find here. Reaper getting quite low. With only 1 stalker out on the map though, I think it is time to head home. Gateway still being useful. Gonna get that production going. Stalker coming out. Reaper gonna head across for some scouting at last. Multiple Cyclones on the way. Bunny still perhaps a little worried, trying to be on the defensive. The Cyclone. The Cyclone's job at this point is really just an early game catch-all defense supremacist. I'm sure Bunny could do something with the Cyclones a bit more aggressive, flavored, but I don't think he's really gonna go for it. Just trying to get rid of the pylon. You get to see that warp gate's done. That's always nice. Looks like the Reaper got a second probe for his troubles before the Stalkers come over here. Okay. Oh, splitting. The wonderful art. The military tactic of having forces in multiple places at once are going to prove successful for the Stalkers. Now, Bunny, really? You sending the Cyclones? This would surprise me. Sending them across the map? Medevac support. Okay, that's fine. With the medevac to... Oh, that's bad. And Blink's done. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Bunny throwing away a full medevac and 2 Cyclones. Oh dear. NightMare has a good opportunity to get some damage done now. Blink is done. Warp gate's finished. Prism just started though. Oh god, if this Prism was done already. Nonetheless, the Stalker's actually going to blink past the bunker. Siege tank is going to set up in the mineral line, which should prevent the Stalkers from just having their way with the place, I suppose. Well, they're about to lose a second one here, NightMare. Be a bit more careful. Likewise, the seesaw here. NightMare really should not throw away all of these Stalkers. Getting some damage done is great. Getting some kills if you can is fine. Delaying, slowing, making Bunny attack his own factory, I call it a win. I call that a plus. Always helpful. But losing the Stalkers, that gives up map control, that gives up all of this investment. How many gates are we working off of? 4 gates. The Stalker's gonna blink in, pick off that siege tank, some little bit of Prism micro, try and save those injured ones. Doing well so far though. What is dying? It's a Raven auto turret. The real action's over here though. Another siege tank. The boys pulled yet again, being supportive. An emotional rally. And pretty stare at the bunker. Okay. Where'd that Raven go? Right up the center. Oh. Blinking forward. The Raven's gonna be picked off. Things looking pretty good for NightMare so far, actually. Not taking a terrible amount of damage. Getting some damage done. I mean, unfortunately, NightMare is still behind on the worker count. But if you're going all in with more gates and charge, I guess that's fine. The blink train up into the high ground here. Siege tank set up to help protect that production. Looks like double medevac will finish. Oh, well, only one of them comes out right then. Stimpack's gonna complete. Combat shield's about halfway done though. The Marines, they could chase. They could contend, but they can't... well, With the SCVs, that does help the math out. The Marines gonna get on top. The SCVs pinning them down. 12, 14 going down though. The Stalkers blink into a recall. The Prism's still here. Uh-oh. Don't know who that's an uh-oh for, but I'm gonna go with it's an uh-oh for somebody. The siege tank trying to get repaired, but also really doesn't want to get repaired. That person in the doctor's office that's mad they're at the doctor's office. Stalkers meet the Marines in the middle of the map here. Total losses, 27 SCVs went down. Bunny's pushing forward though. And it's go time. We are pulling the boys. Alright, Bunny. Ooh. Solid force field coming out of NightMare, buying just a few more seconds, bit of time here. Bunny's so mad, gonna hit the rocks for a second. SCVs trying to get up that ramp. The Marines instead focus down the rocks, give a bit more surface area. The Stalker's gonna take advantage, pick off a few of the Marines. Why not? On the other side of the map, charge lots from the Prism, wreaking havoc. Their lives for ire. Reinforcements gonna warp in back at the Protoss base. Pylons are picked off. Gateways are shut down. If the Cyber Core is killed, that's a little problematic. And it's gonna be killed. Probes, ambitious. Ambitious to say the least. Templar gonna be warped in. I kinda like the choice. Archons, no Storm though. No hope of Storm at this point. The charge lots are quite devastating. Bunny's more focused on the other side of the map though. Siege tanks, Marines, what are we looking at army supply wise? I mean, NightMare does outweigh the Terran in pure supply, but not all of it's here. So that's not very helpful. Probes? Oh. Not quite going at the same time as the army, unfortunately. A bit of a miscontrol there. Oh, I like the force field, just making it so that not all of the Marines can hit at the same time here. Trying to recall the forces on the low ground. I think only 2 Zealots are gonna get out. And now NightMare doesn't have enough army to actually combat. 3 siege tanks and a bulk of Marines here. The medevacs are out of energy though, so any forced stims are devastating to the Terran. The Zealots. Yeah, the buildings lift. The Zealots might as well just come on back, try and help out. If NightMare can get a surround, if he can get rid of these tanks, that allows the army to box against the Marines a bit better. No, not right now. The Zealots aren't here yet. NightMare feeling up against the clock. The Zealots on the low ground gonna help deal with that siege tank. Coming up to the high ground here, the charge let another stim goes out. There's not enough healing to go around, and unfortunately all of the Zealots are lost. The Stalkers trying to do the best they can, but it is just 2 Stalkers that fall. A GG goes out. Bunny takes the series 2-0. I don't know if he made it look easy, but he sure made it look strong. Pulling the boys, I think, was a good decision. NightMare getting enough damage done in the Terran's base that it actually kind of backfires, makes Bunny go all in. Beautiful game though, actually quite entertaining series, even if it's only 2 games. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day.